I know what you guys are thinking. You're like, oh my gosh, she was so off the rails, just making up clickbait titles. I'm not. This is accurate, okay? Trust me. I'm gonna insert science here. Okay, so the body has two different sweat glands. There's the eccrine glands and the apocrine glands. The eccrine glands are the ones that are everywhere. They kind of keep you cool. The apocrine glands are the ones that are mainly in your armpits. The apocrine glands release a fatty type of sweat. Now, other glands release a sweat that's mostly water, but the apocrine glands, which are in your armpits, release a very fatty, oily sweat. Also, in my research, I learned that apocrine glands are also in the breast to allow fat droplets to enter the breast milk. Now, when you're feeling stressed or anxious, the apocrine glands release that fatty sweat and it enters a duct and it's already released, right? But when you use antiperspirant, which includes aluminum in it and some other chemicals and some other deodorants or antiperspirants, you basically block that pore that will allow that to be released. Okay, so not only is aluminum carcinogenic, and there have been many studies about that, I won't talk about that here, but you're also kind of blocking your intuition. Like, shouldn't you know what's making you anxious and then possibly try to solve it or meditate on it? You know, just a side note. So the aluminum also blocks the toxins from leaving your body. Now we know that fat usually kind of cushions those toxins and then stores them in your body. Sometimes, not always, your liver does detox some of those. But also, where do you think that the freaking fat sweat is going, right? Like, all of that was supposed to be released because someone made you anxious or you were feeling stressed and your body was like, cool, I have this cool way of like getting rid of those things. But then you were like, I'm gonna block it because someone might get mad at me for sweating. And now you've stored all of that in your body. So not only do the toxins have you storing fat, but the actual lipids, the fats and oils and the sweat that wanted to be released, now you are holding on to them. You are like the Easter bunny holding on to your fat eggs. You know what I mean? Okay, thanks. Okay. Anecdotally, this is also something that I have seen. I mean, I've been tracking it in my journal for a few years, right? Because I was like, okay, this is going into conspiracy territory. It sounds a little cray, so I don't want people to think I'm like, you know, go like fully tinfoil hat, though I have a little bit of tinfoil hat energy. Like, I do love my conspiracy theories, but this is absolutely like real. Okay, you will notice it. Also, I don't smell weird, all right? I smell like strawberries and caramel, probably. So, and you also may be thinking, well, how can we even experiment with this? Like, you know, we're gonna like smell weird and then our boss is gonna smell us and we're probably gonna give like whatever. You won't. You can get natural deodorant. You can wear your partner's deodorant, like guys' deodorant usually doesn't have aluminum in it. I would encourage you to also have sort of like a little existential talk with yourself, right? Like what is it about your body and the way it smells that's kind of freaking you out, right? Like, just think about it, try it, comment below in like 6 months. So as your body gets used to not being plugged up with aluminum and plugging up those glands, you will notice that you naturally sweat less, and the sweat and it'll give you a natural sign that something is off, right? Like, now I'll be like, oh wow, like that's interesting, like I'm sweating. What about that did I overexert myself in? Like, why did I feel the need to like talk more or like be like accommodating to this person? I'm like your body's giving you that signal of like you're sweating, like interesting. But if you just block that signal or like plug it up and or like down some coffee and take your painkillers and just do your thing and like autopilot it, that's not healthy either. So know this is a little weird. Try it, right? Because your body wants to release that. There's a reason it's coming out. You keep it plugged up and then I wonder where it goes, right? It doesn't just disappear. Yeah.